Guys, a Meloetta just spawned. I've been waiting in this flower forest for a whole long time. I don't think anyone ever even has one, so I'm so excited. Um, Lure ball? Oh, I guess I picked that up with pickup. Oh, also, welcome back to a new episode of Pixelmon. Let's go. Forgot about that part. Round. Round is good. That's no, that's good. Yeah. I forgot the Master Balls again. Damn it. Acrobatics, also good. Also good. Wait, what? Um. Um. Well, I did not expect that. Serene Grace boosts the likelihood of additional effects occurring. I assume that that's something like where if you have a 10% chance of burn, it will give you a 20% chance of burn or something like that. It's not in. Oh, I didn't even try to thing the natures. Oh, whoops. Probably wanted to have lower defense and higher special attack. It's huge. Just three-shot that guy. What's going on, man? I'm so confused. Uh. Oh my god, it's adorable. Okay, so listen. I know that there's an alternative form. It's the Aria form, and this is Pirouette form or something, or the other way around. I don't know, but I don't know how to get it. So I'm like, but we got it. We got it. Okay, guys, we found ourselves a Gardevoir Mega Boss. It's rare, so it's not the best ones, but you know, it will get us a Gardevoir right if she doesn't murder us. Come on, then. She's crunch. Ah, it's healing. Hydro Pump. Okay, Hydro Pump did a little bit. Let's try it again. Okay, just one more. Hydro Pump. Bite. Oh, she healed again. Damn it. Dark Pulse. Oh, it keeps healing. This is not good. I only have one good poke left. The rest is all. 46. I could revive Hoopa. If I can get a Destiny Bond off, and it murders me, I'll take down the opponent with it. So I'll try that. There we go. Destiny Bond for the win. Gardevoir, Stone Plate, Dawnstone Shard. That's a merger. Ah, damn it, Weedle. Okay, so besides actually getting the Mega Bosses, I'm also training up my Dedenne squad, because Dedenne, among other Pokemon, have the ability Pickup. And with Pickup, you can get extra loot from defeating Pokemon. As you can see, Pickup. I have 6 Dedenne that I can train up. When a Pickup Poke is above level 50, there is a 10% chance of getting Tier 2 loot, as opposed to Tier 1 loot. And when the Pokemon is above level 81, you will get 20% chance of Tier 2 loot and a 1% chance of Tier 3 loot, besides Tier 1. So pretty good. Well, guys, hanging out here has paid up so far because there's a Mega Altaria right above there. And I was really hoping to hit it. Yeah, I guess I could give the Elytra a try. Guys, I might die here. I certainly hope I won't, because I really, really like the amount of levels I have. Oh, stop it, Murkrow. Dios mío. Oh my Dios. Moonblast. Yeah, Moonblast will do it. It's weak against Fairy, Steel, Ice, and Poison. And, well, I have a Fairy type Xerneas, a Steel type Cobalion, and an Ice type Articuno on me. Okay, good. I have no idea what all I just got, but I got stuff. I just wanted to be sure to grab it all before, dying. Well, there you go, guys. Mega Altaria in the pocket. Now the only thing left that I need at this little island is Mega Gallade. So, we're working on it. Getting there, getting there. Okay, listen guys. I have spent I want to say 8 hours or so in this on this little platform in the sky and wow. I found the two bosses. I'm still waiting for the Gallade boss and a legendary spawn because there's a tiny little sliver that's Forest Hills, so Verizon spawned. But I had not seen an Eevee at all until just now. Like, it's ridiculous. But we caught it, and it's the bright side. Though I didn't, do any nature stuff. So this one has adaptability, powers up the move, the same type Pokemon. It's jolly. Oh, that's actually quite good nature-wise. Well, GG's then. So I'm going to show you guys a little something that is new on the server, added only recently, which is the command IVs 6. So what I can do with this is basically show you the IVs of our Eevee. Now IVs are hidden points usually that will affect the stats of the Pokemon. IVs are set when you catch a Pokemon or when you breed a Pokemon. You can do some things to make sure that, or to try at least when breeding, to give certain IVs over. It's still random, but you can try to get the best ones, of course. As you can see, defense is quite high with 29. In total, I believe you can have 32 max IVs on a certain stat. And in theory, you could have all of them be 32 or high at least, which would obviously be a good thing. But, ooh, nice. It's difficult to achieve, right? Because you have to actually have multiple EVs with high stats, and you have to breed them. And now, next thing you can do, which I'm gonna do for a different Pokemon, is check the EVs, because for EVs, obviously you have to train them, and I didn't do anything with this Eevee yet. So the EVs of my Eevee, to make it easier, are 0. So for the Dedenne, I honestly didn't EV train it, first of all, so I've just been randomly killing Pokemon in this platform. We currently have 58 HP, 170 attack, 330 defense, etc., etc. You can max out the EVs to 252, a certain one at least. So you can have 2 of them maxed out, and then you'll have 6 EVs left over for something else. It kind of depends on how you want to EV train a certain Pokemon. There are some guides on there as well. Every Pokemon, when you kill it, gives a certain EV value. These also influence the stats. I believe every 5 EVs gives it like 1 extra point for the stats. If you look at these stats right here, so 1 extra point of this. I'm still not entirely sure how it works because it's a little bit complicated, especially when they're hidden, right? To fully understand. But there's some kind of calculation they do by valuing in the EVs, the IVs, the base stats, and then I want to see the level. And that all concludes into the actual stats and gives you the amount of points that they give. Now, this being said, we can easy now IV breed to make sure that you have the right IVs because they are set, and EV train to add EVs when you actually train because you have guides that you can look up to see how much EVs you get for a certain Pokemon. Now, for example, my team that I trained for the last tournament. Let me actually organize this properly because otherwise I'll get confused. Here is the Eevee, the Zene. I went too far. The Dene. So for these three Pokemon, obviously I didn't IV breed them because I don't know the IVs and I didn't have any way of discerning them. So that's the IVs. Half decent, I suppose. But I did EV train them. So if we do EVs number of 4, you can see that we have a perfect 252 in speed, a perfect 252 in special attack, and 6 extras in defense. Now I calculated this just by fighting specific Pokemon that I knew gave the values. And, well, obviously 252 is the max, so you can easily just keep going until, you read the match. And then you just do a couple extra defense. As for, I think it was Lantern, which is currently in 6, I actually split up. This is all stuff I got from a guide. It's smokeon.com, db, something? Smokeon. So I looked up Smogon and then Lantern, and it gave me basically an option of doing certain abilities, certain natures, as well as certain EV trainings. So for this one, it gave me the option to actually do special attack fully, but split between special defense and speed. So that's what I did. I calculated this. I made sure to, pick the right pokes and end up at the exact same or the exact amount that I wanted to end up at. And yeah, I managed, even though I couldn't actually see it. This is going to be a lot easier when you can actually see it. As for me actually EV training, I probably won't do it with all the Pokemon, but there's probably going to be a couple. As well as for all the tournaments, I'll try to IV breed them a little bit at least, and make sure to EV train them to my heart's desire. Now, things to make EV training easier is that all the power items, I'm sure I'll have one here. Here, the power lens, for example, and you have the power band, the power anklet, whatever. They all give you extra EVs. So they all give an extra 4 EVs in a certain area. And it doesn't matter what Pokemon you kill or defeat, it will give those 4 EVs in that area. Now I believe power lens might be speed or special attack, either one of those. And then you can also use Pokeros. So this is basically a Pokemon virus. It doubles the EVs you gain. So if you were to, for example, fight a certain Pokemon that gives you 1 EV in speed, and you have the power item that gives you 4 EVs in speed, and you have Pokeros, that means that for every Pokemon you kill, you get 10 EVs in speed. Now what this means is you only need 25 of those Pokemon, and then your speed stats maxed out. It's very easy to actually do that. And, oh, Ladybug. Gross. But if you want to do more specific calculations and such things, you actually have to look up what Pokemon you want to use, etc. So, it's easy to EV train, and it's a lot easier when we can actually see what we're doing, right? So, this is a little bit of an introduction into EV and IV training. There's certain items you can use to transfer more IVs from the mother or the father to the Pokemon that you actually breed, but it's still random. Like, you can't transfer all of them, and you can't choose what specific ones you want to transfer. So you still have to, breed them, and then check the IVs or the EVs of the Pokemon. Sorry, the IVs. And then check which ones transferred over, and if it's the good ones, or you have to try it again, or well, it's a whole long process. Painstaking, even. So it's not something you can do for every Pokemon, as you can understand. But, that being said, I'm going to continue waiting here and see if I can find another of the Mega Bosses, such as the Mega Glade. And, yeah, no, Yeah, that was it. Listen, guys, listen. I was just over at the platform still. Honestly, it's been like 4 days. I'm kind of giving up. However, an Azelf spawned, and as we all know, I really want to get the Lake Trio as well eventually because the Algapop and Giratina are needed for that. But, it's not an easy one. By process of elimination, currently online, Endless, Dutch, and Mr. Fnasso. Fna. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm being annoying right now. Anyways, Vanessa said it wasn't on him because he wasn't near uh, near a thingamajigger. Forest, yes, because it's spawned in a forest. Yeah, of course. And Endless said he was in the mesa, so that left Dutch. Now, Dutch didn't answer, so the logical choice is, he's AFK. Now, there's a couple of places I know he can be AFK, and there is a fish farm here, so I went over here, desert, or like forest, as elf, and, well, the rest is history. I'm gonna try and catch this lad. I also grabbed the Master Ball, just in case, because I'm smart, you know. Natural gift. I don't even know what that does. So, interestingly, I do know what it does, because I looked it up before, apparently. Yeah, it's the berry thing, I see. So it's not gonna hurt us. Also, 15 PP. Uproar. Uproar. Sounds like one of the status move things. What's special? 90 power. Damn, 10. What does this do? Interestingly enough, Uproar basically means that I can put this lad to sleep. And it should do damage, which I don't know if it actually did. But it lasts 3 turns, so it's gonna use Uproar for 3 turns. Also, doesn't use extra PP while it's being used as well, so... Now it calmed down, as you can see. And it used rest. Does rest put it to sleep then? I mean, it's not hurt, so it's like... Causes the user to fall asleep, restoring the HP in maximum amount, replacing any non-existent user will be asleep for 2 turns, I see. Obviously it doesn't work right now because... Rest, it can't use it right now, right? Confusion. Which doesn't actually confuse them, interestingly enough. Time to go switch to Smirk. Well, I'm gonna assume that Zygarde spawned on Endless again. Just an assumption at this point. To wiggle. Listen, this is a Pokemon I would definitely use my Master Ball on, if necessary, because this is ridiculous. Thank God it doesn't take like 80 full swipes to actually get it down. 3 wiggles? 4 wiggles, yay! We got the self. Also, there's a Heracross boss here. Anyone need a Heracross boss? Oh, okay, guys. We actually waited for Dal to show up for the Heracross boss. It's a rare one anyway, so that's like not very good loot. But we're gonna check out the Azelf. That sprite is giant for how small the Pokemon is. Okay, so it has Levitate as an ability. It's docile in nature because honestly, I didn't even think about that. I was just too excited about finding one. Now, the thing we need to do with this lad, or ladette, I don't really know. It's non-gendered, so... is raise the happiness up to 255, 250, 240, something like that. And we can give it a ruby, and it will turn into a ruby of willpower. So, really excited about that. Also, I found another Abra. Damn it. We, we're pretty close with the Abras and Kadabras. Like, I don't judge. We only need a naive one, and then we have all the different synchronized Abras and Dorkadabras, so that's pretty good. Okay, guys, to end off the episode, we are going to catch this Turtwig that I just saw spawn. I did not know it spawned here, and it really wants to catch a piece of my side gullet, apparently. So I'm just gonna put it to sleep, which I can't do because it's grass type, so I have to put it to soak first. And then I'll put it to sleep, and then I'll throw dusk balls at it? Yeah. Had to double check for a second. So in the next episode, we'll be making a spawning platform for some pretty dope legendaries that I want to try and catch. So we'll try to make it and then hopefully also get it. But that's a big if, because, you know, I don't know if I'll actually manage. I thought that was 4 wiggles, but it was just the third one and it stopped wiggling. 1 wiggle. Oh my, this Turtwig is gonna be a difficult one apparently. But if you want to do it like that, Turtwig, I'm gonna wall swipe you. Just 1 wiggle, a 2 a wiggle, a 3 wiggle, and a 4 wiggle. Yeah. We caught ourselves a Turtwig. It's another starter down the list. Let's see. Turtwig. Summary. Overgrow. Powers up grass type moves when a Pokemon's in trouble. Adamant nature. Attack liar and special attack liar. I think that's a pretty good thing for Turtwig. I think most of its attacks are physical. Let's get physical. Okay. I like it. Let's put it in the starter box. These are still 2 of the Dene that I'm training, so don't worry about that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching it, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side.